So this is what I was talking about with the forgery, and what you'll see is, so this was filled out, okay, and it says here, emailed the client 4/24/4/27, okay, and you'll see the handwriting is the same, right? This is a court order from 5/11/20. If you look at the case docket right now, there's no court dates or court orders from, I think it's like February 2020 until October 2020 or something like that. And in October 2020 is when Judge Gibson basically took over this case. So he's now taken out everything that was from Judge Burgess. Basically from February 2020 until he took over the case, he took everything out. So this court order won't be in there. This court order was signed by Judge Gibson, or I'm sorry, signed by Judge Burgess. Okay, this is a copy of that order. Okay, and it has basically everything that's in the court order. I'm going to show you the court order that Judge Burgess gave me in a second. but on the backside, it has this: mothers shall be present when children are when the children is with or around Jason Lord. It says, I don't know, mother shall be present when the children is around Jason Lord, right? It says to protect everyone's safety. And it was dated on April 2020, okay? Signed by William Beckley, right? William Beckley is part of this group, okay? And you want to say part of the pedophile, whatever, I don't know. He's definitely works with Judge Gibson in these cases. Now, this is the mediation report from April 2020, right? Supposedly, okay? And he said, and there's like 5 pages or something like that of just basic nonsense that he just totally bashes me in it, okay? Talks about the father's the alleged perpetrator of domestic violence. This is what it says. The mother alleged that the father perpetrated domestic violence, including strangulation and rape. It was understood that the father denied these allegations. However, he was placed on formal probation with an order to attend 52-week treatment and intervention program anyways, right? So like what they do is they use like the mediation report and the probation report and then the police officer report, right? All these things to match up to like say like, so see, he had a domestic violence restraining order, right? But I was never arrested for domestic violence in Sacramento or you know what I mean? Like, or anything else. Like they're basically just using the same storyline every time, saying that I did this, and then it says even here it says that the father is alleging that there was. He says it appears that the father is alleging that there was domestic violence perpetrated at mother's residence between her and her significant other, with the minor children being present. In addition, he stated that her boyfriend is harassing them, their oldest minor child, right? Is 11. He stated that it is submitting his motion on behalf of his 3 children, as mother is not keeping them safe and healthy in environment, right? Okay, but then it goes into says, and this is that, you know, Jacob Snyder versus Jason Lord in the restraining order, right? But then it goes into says, the rationale for why this paragraph was included is normally a perpetrator of domestic violence is 10 to 18 weeks. It says somewhere like that I basically admitted it to probation, right? Well, why would I admit, you know, like I'm not saying like, why would I admit that, but I'm saying like why would anybody admit it to probation that he beat the hell out of her and like, you know what I mean? And then they use all those reports right here. The previous issue, domestic violence restraining order of the father was made permanent, full force. It says the mother was adamant about the father's lying, trying to have his children have a restraining order against her fiance, right? Like they use these reports as evidence, right? But then it's really just them making up the story. Okay, so just check this out. Okay, this is the copy of that restraining order, and it has the William Beckley mediation report. Okay, so this I'm pretty sure this is no longer in the case file because Judge Gibson has been getting rid of all the connections that they have like between each other, right? So this would connect him with Beckley, right? William Beckley. Okay, now this is the file. This is the court order from Judge Burgess himself. I remember because he scratched these out, right? Okay, but there's differences. Okay, because Judge Burgess was pissed that Kendra kept abusing the kids. He made me the petitioner, like permanently, and Kendra the respondent permanently, because I was going to have full custody of all 3 kids in this court order in fucking May of 2020, right? And what he did was that's why he scratched those out, and he basically said all references to the petitioner are to the father, okay? And then all references to the respondent are going to be to the mother, right? Well, somebody went back and they changed that because Judge Gibson's been defending himself, right? Okay, so then he crossed out sole physical legal and sole and sole physical, and he made it joint legal and joint physical, right? Because they were blocking me from fucking medical records and stuff like that. Okay, so now if you flip through this and you go through, like, so obviously, like, there's some changes right here, right? Like, that's changed from this order, right? But it's a court order after hearing, right? But then you start going through like the paperwork, right? And it's changed. Like, this scheduling is changed, okay? And then there's no scheduling here, right? Because this mediation report was like that I was only going to have weekends again or something like that, right? Then even more so, right? See, this is what Judge Gibson doesn't understand, is that we were doing split custody. Okay, so it wasn't Thursday, Friday, Saturday on one weekend and on 1 week, and then Friday, Saturday on the next week. It was nothing like that. It was Tuesday, like Tuesday through Friday or Saturday, right? And then 1 week, and then the next week I would have the extra day. So it was never weekends, dude. But he went back and he changed these things because he was trying to say that me and Kendra never talked. We never fucking did split custody, like all these things. It's all a fucking bunch of lies, right? That's what I was saying, is like I have the paperwork to go through the case file and literally show you all the things that he changed, okay? So that's something, like, there wasn't weekends. It was never weekends. It was split custody, okay? Now, you get into like the scheduling and stuff, right? And there's certain things that wouldn't make any sense, okay? And this is the reason why, all right? Is because all the things that he's saying about me, right? All these little things that he says about me, like, that I'm a domestic violence for a guy and blah, 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 that Kendra's got full custody, they never talk and all this shit, right? Well, then these boxes are checked, okay? The boxes are checked. The parent authorizing such emergency treatment shall notify the other parent. This one says, mother shall notify father, name of address and healthcare practitioner. Each parent shall have access to the kids' medical records and dental records. Each parent should be designated a person at the children's school to contact an emergency. The children shall not be left alone without age appropriate supervision. You know what I mean? Like all these little things. Each parent should keep others advised in times at current residence and mailing address. There's another box that says allowed like phone calls and stuff like that, right? It's like you start going through these little boxes, and then like his story just like fucking breaks apart, right? Because why would I have like that Kendra would have to set up like a phone call on the days that I'm not with them, right? But then she can't use the kids can't use the phone. It doesn't make any sense, right? But then you get into like this part, right? That's been changed. And then this part is really whack, dude, because this is the original, right? And that Jason Lord's not to be around the children unsupervised. And then this one says no restriction on Mr. Lord regarding children. And then it says children entered into counseling. And then it says this. This one, it says right here, Ava is not to be to sleep in the same bed as dad. None of that was never fucking part of the fucking original court order. It's all added. It was all added by Judge Gibson to make me look like a piece of shit, dude. And then say that like we talked about this in court and we never did. So then you get into the bottom and you go like, okay, wait a minute, dude. This is supposed to be Kendra's signature and it's not. And then this is supposed to be my signature and it's not. Okay? And then not only that, but that's supposed to be my attorney's signature, Jennifer Ayers. And that's not her signature, man. And then on top of that, this is supposed to be Anthony Albert's signature, and that's not his signature. And I have his original signature. You could, if you want to argue about it, I don't give a fuck. Why don't you go fucking ask Jennifer for her signature? And it won't match this. And then why don't you go ask fucking Anthony Albert for his signature and it won't match this? And then go ask Kendra for her fucking signature and it won't match this. That's what I'm saying is like, there's all these fucking things that need to be investigated and fucking looked at, and nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody wants to do anything about it because they know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this gets even better, okay? Check this out. This is the original fucking court order, okay? And it was done by like a lot of like some that's pretty much similar, except for like few minor details, okay? This one was done in April and signed in April, right? And signed in April. This one was done in May, right? Okay, and then not only that, but I have another copy of the same court order, the same one as this. I have another copy that's the mediation counselor, or whatever you want to call it, like the person that did the mediation, right? It was the girl. There's a girl that does the mediations as well, and I have that copy, dude. You know what I mean? So then you start really realizing, okay, well then obviously William Beckman or Beckley or whatever, he's involved in this because he's willing to freaking sign these court orders and backdate them with Judge Gibson, right? And then Commissioner Stromberg, she's obviously in on it because she's the one that did the other court order that I showed with the statement on the bottom, right? Okay, now then you get into some really fucking deep shit, okay? Because this is a copy of the dissolution of marriage paperwork from Dennis Lundgren, right? And this is the declaration under uniform child custody that Kendra had them fill out, okay? This was like right before Jason started showing up and was around. And it's all typed up, okay? Now, I have the original copy of this, okay? Like the one that Kendra gave me when she was talking about divorce, okay? And basically she was all bummed out, and she was like, well, like if you don't want to be with me anymore, like, or you know, like if you basically if you're not going to help me, then I'll just file for fucking divorce, okay? This order right here, this notice regarding payment of support, substitution of payee. Why would there be a substitution of payee and me as the name? Who was the payee before that, right? Like who is the person that was collecting child support before that? Was it Kendra? Was it, you know, like who was it? So then it gets even better, right? Because then I have copies of other paperwork because like I showed you guys this one, right? I showed you this. I showed you like, you know, like this one's not crossed out like the other one, right? And see what they'll do, dude, is like, okay, so this is supposed to be, this is Anthony Albert. This is his paperwork. This is Anthony Albert signature. Dude, tell me that looks anything like it, dude. You know what I mean? It's somebody forging the documents and signatures, right? And they're fucking horrible at it, dude. Like they're literally it just looks like dog shit. And they get mad at me when I talk about it because I'm like, dude, you really fucked that up. Like, it didn't look like it at all, you know? And then they get pissy about it. And they get all mad about it. Well, there's no forgery, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, look at this, dude. This is Anthony Albert, the lawyer's signature. This is a man's signature, dude. Tell me that fucking looks anything like this one right here. Like, look at that one. Okay, you can see the A. It kind of goes into like Anthony, right? So look at this. Looks like dog shit scribble, dude. Look at this one. And then look at this one. I don't understand why this motherfucker's not arrested yet. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it, dude. And not only that, but then that's not Kendra's signature. Not even close. Somebody signed. And then look at this, dude. Tell me why there's a signature that looks like this, and then a signature that looks like this in there. And then this one's supposed to be the same as this one. Doesn't matter if it's fucking by fax or not, dude. Like, your signature's your signature, right? But I can show you 6 different signatures that look like that. If they're not in the case file anymore, well, somebody took them out. Somebody replaced it, put something else in there, whatever, you know? I don't know. I don't know what they do with the court orders after they're in the case file. I know that they've fucking been changed a lot. You know what I mean? And then plus, not only that, okay, so this was filed originally in the case file originally, okay? This is like dated September 2017, right? And this was filed by like One Safe Place or the DA or whatever, okay? And they're using it as like evidence, okay? Well, here's the deal with this, dude. This is a text message between me and Kendra, all right? And she doesn't fucking misspell. She won't misspell a word for her life, dude. She gets on me about it all the time. Like, and does perfect punctuation. Like, anytime she does a sentence or something like that, it's punctuation. So who the fuck sent a text message from her phone saying, "You're a shitty father, you're YIURE father for not going to school and getting episode pins," they're called EpiPens, though they don't have them at school and I don't have money to get new ones right now. You know who fucking talks like that? Dumbass Jason. You know what I mean? Like that. So it just gets really clear. Like, oh, well, dumbass Jason fucking must have fucking signed that. Whose signature is that? That ain't hers, right? Like, you just go through it. You can go through it all day long, dude. And you're like, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Well, dude, I was talking about this and talking about it with the DA and trying to get this investigated. Do you think that it's a possibility they fucking took those out now and arguing about it? You know what I mean? Then that's what would make it important to have this paperwork, right? Okay, well, let's look at some more paperwork, dude, because I have a bunch of it, dude. I have months and months of court orders paperwork, and then I have years and years of paperwork that literally has Judge Gibson's signature on it. You know what I mean? Like, and so like I don't want to fucking show everything that I have, because then that dipshit goes through it and fucking changes it, dude. This is the proof of service for the from Dennis Lundgren, right? And this is Dennis Lundgren's signature. Okay, and it says, response for dissolution of marriage, right? Okay, well, when I talked to Kendra about the dissolution of marriage, all right, this gets interesting, okay? She had no fucking clue what I was talking about. I asked her about the divorce paperwork and shit, and she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, and she basically was like, I don't want to talk about it. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? Now, I was fucking pissed because I was like, well, there's fucking divorce paperwork in the fucking in the county courthouse. It says that you filed for divorce, right? Now it doesn't even say that she filed it. It says I filed it, but that's not true. I never filed divorce paperwork. Okay, now let's get down to fucking business, right? Let's get down to brass tacks. Okay, here's a paper that's filled out. That's notice of hearing for contempt of court orders and investigation of medical records and of CSS reports. I'm getting all worked up and pissed because I hate arguing about this shit. I hate it. Okay? It's dated on August 19th, 2021. I highly doubt, I don't know, this may be in there, but I highly doubt it. Okay? Now, this is the problem with this piece of paper, okay? No notice provided. Request is vague as to facts. This was a emergency custody order. Look right here. The order is temporary emergency orders applying the procedures and must be personally served with all documents filed with this request. It was a request for emergency custody orders that I didn't have to notify her because I didn't want the kids to get hurt or taken away, right? Okay, now not only that, but then you start getting these little stamps, dude. Judge Gibson loves the stamps, dude. He just stamp, right? And that's what he does, okay? This copy right here is stamped with his name and the date, okay? And he's saying vague is to facts of reason why I'm filing for emergency custody orders. Reason why I'm asking for contempt of court orders against Kendra and an investigation into medical records and social worker reports. And he said vague is to facts, okay? Dude, I'm going to make another video and I'm going to go through this paperwork and I'm going to show you all the things that I asked him for and then all the things that I said I had proof of, okay? So we're going to get into the paperwork that's been taken out of the case file, okay? That's going to be next. But then you look at this paperwork, okay? This is the dissolution of marriage paperwork or whatever the UCCJEA that's in there right now. Okay, that he's saying that I filed for divorce in 2020, dissolution of marriage or whatever, right? And that I filed the declaration declaration of jurisdiction, right? Look at it, dude. It's nothing like the one that I seen in court on June 4th. Nothing. I know when I filed this, and I know why I filed this, dude. I filed this in response to his fucking dumbass fucking with the court orders all the time. And so I filed this paperwork basically to fucking like say, look, man, I know what you're doing. You're fucking changing the records, and I'm sick of it. So I filed the same paperwork that Kindred gave me a copy of years ago, and I filed it and I filled it out myself and basically said, divorce, no, still married, jurisdiction, Sacramento, you know what I mean? Kids lived in Sacramento, and he got pissy about it, dude. And he got all pissed about it, and he took my 2 youngest kids. But this paperwork right here, dude, this looks nothing like the other one. Nothing whatsoever, dude. And this is actually, like, look, you can, if you can't see that or not, but look, it has the holes in it on the top, dude. That's what I'm saying, is like this was filed in the county courthouse, you know. And then it was filed by me. I filed it. I remember when I filed this. I filed it because I was pissed off at his ass for fucking around with the court file, the case file, right? And I fucking hammered him on it, dude. I just basically fucking went through the entire fucking paperwork that he filed on her behalf. Years, like in 2020, the dissolution of marriage is not fucking Kendra's. It's fucking his, right? He had a fucking paralegal prepare it. So I'm pretty sure Dennis Lundgren's a fucking pedophile too. Okay? He filed it in fucking the courthouse saying that Kendra's filed for divorce or dissolution. Okay? Then he went back and changed it, and he had to pay. I don't know why he put that I was the one that filed it, but he's basically lying and saying like, oh, well, he filed for divorce, and now he's saying he didn't. Or, I don't know, dude. I don't know why he does fucking stupid shit like that. I don't get it, dude. I really don't. But the whole fucking paperwork, like, all the paperwork is like, child support paid back, reimbursed, family trust and families control and name, pay medical expenses and child support expenses, reimbursement of loss of wages. Dude, this is all filed, like, in freaking August, dude. And he flipped out, dude. Got all mad. We had a court date. And then this was filed with the district attorney's office, the good cause paperwork. We had a court date, and I swear to God, Summer Ryan, I was like, did you see the paperwork that I filed? I was like, did you get that paperwork? And she's like, yeah. It was a huge argument with all the judges in Shasta County. And I was like, so you guys talked about it? And she goes, yeah. She goes, it was moving. It was alarming. And I said, well, yeah, because I was like, this is what happened, And so they all sat down and talked about it and discussed it, and then decided to fucking go through the case file and lie about it. It's insane, dude. This is one of the reasons why I got pissed off, right? Pissed off at him, dude. Minor child, Ava Nicole Snyder, is to be enrolled in speech therapy as recommended to participate in determined by speech therapist treatment plan. Mother, Kendra Snyder, has the ability to schedule and keep appointments without the father's consent. I don't even fucking know the guy's name, dude. It's fucking disgusting, man. And so my daughter's doing fucking speech therapy with some fucking weirdo, and then not only that, but she was in speech therapy for like years, dude, crying to me, begging me to fucking not to send her to fucking speech therapy. You know what I mean? So you guys want to keep roll? Like we could roll through this all night long, dude. I could do fucking live fucking video, and I can literally fucking go through all like this was filed in the case file. Like, is this in there still? Because this is what I'm saying, okay? Is if I have a fucking copy of it with 2 holes at the top, okay, that means it was in there. So if it's not in there anymore, then fucking somebody took it out. Somebody with access to the fucking case file all the time. Not only that, somebody who's a fucking pedophile and doesn't want to be investigated and doesn't want to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? And you can go through the fucking entire case file and just like, bam, like this. Here's another one, right? Here's another substitute payee. This one's for December 2017. You know what I mean? Here's another one. This one's that says that Kendra's supposed to pay me child support. This was in January 11, 2022. Like, let's just keep going and keep going. Like this is what I'm saying, dude. Is like you basically you want to talk to everybody else. You don't want to talk to me. And you don't want to look at anything that I have. Okay? Well, then I'll make videos of it all the time. Because I have, like, this is 2 folders out of maybe 100 folders I think I have. Pretty close. I have I think 3 or 4 that's 2020. I have 3 or 4, maybe 5 that are 2021. I have text messages between me and my son and Kendra and myself. I have child support paperwork that was changed and altered. I have mediation reports and mediation that Judge Gibson lied about. Oh, look here, dude. Remember when he said in the court order that I didn't sign up for mediation, refused to fucking sign up for mediation? Oh, well, here's one for 2017. Here's one for there'll be one for 2017. There'll be one for 2020. There's another one for 2017. Right, dude, like he keeps you. What he does, dude, is he sends us back to mediation every fucking time, okay? And William Beckley's a fucking buddy of his, or pedophile, or whatever you want to call it, you know, a fucking part of this group. And fucking William Beckley, here's one for 2020. Why the fuck, like, listen, okay? We've had a fucking custody case in Shasta County for 7 fucking years. Why the fuck are we going to fucking mediation every couple years? What the fuck is the point, dude? You know what I mean? And the point is, and this is the point. Here's another one for fucking 2008 or October 18, 2021. This is the court date that he said I refused to fucking sign up. And here it is, signed up. Right here. And you want to argue with this motherfucker, dude? I don't want to argue with him anymore. When last time I was in court, I fucking told him straight to his face, I'm going to fucking put you in prison for life. Because you're a fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done with it, dude. I'm done with fucking arguing with him. I'm done with arguing with the other judges. I don't want to sit there and I don't want to file any paperwork or go to court anymore. I don't want to fucking sit here and argue about it. I'm fucking scared to go to the DA's office, and I'm scared to go to like anywhere else in my house or my life. I'm scared to leave my fucking house because this fucking asshole and his fucking fucking corrupt buddies have been fucking threatening me my life, dude. So why the fuck should I fucking go down there and fucking file a police report, man? Like, what the fuck is the point, dude? Like, I would rather call the state attorney general's office or the FBI or the fucking DEA or the fucking ATF or fucking crimes against children, anybody. I would rather fucking talk to anybody else other than this fucking piece of shit, because this fucking piece of shit's a lying piece of shit. Like, I don't understand why you don't get that, dude. Like, my fucking appeal went through and they didn't fucking honor the appeal. Not only that, but they didn't even contact my fucking appellate lawyer. Like, what the fuck, man?